Welcome to the demonstration. We're here going to focus on one of the particular challenges of the electronic industry, which is how do we collaborate with the many different partners that exist in our value chain. We need to identify what people should be allowed to see, and therefore we have created a permissions manager that enables companies in a fast and efficient way to determine access to our key external partners. Partners can have different degrees of permissions, and that's what we're going to illustrate here, how we can do that. What you see here is an example product structure. It could include a mechanical design, an electronic design, and a software design. If we had the electronic design and we wanted to, for instance, have that produced by a contract manufacturer, typically there is a lot of work to do that. Either we have to manually find the different information, put it together in a zip file and send it to them, or we've seen many other companies where they have to go line by line and grant access to people in order to be able to view it. Therefore, we have created a tool that is a permissions manager where you can create a special permission set. What this enables you to do is that by going to this level, I can now grant permissions to the electronic design to partner A. The system will then automatically detect what is included in this electronic design and provide a suggestion for access. You are of course able to exclude information should there be a contract or other confidential information that you don't want your partner to see. Once you provide that access, the good thing is that now we are then able to collaborate them either by them accessing your error system or by exporting information to them. The way it looks in the system is that you simply right-click on a design, you have got the special permissions manager, at a high level you identify what you want to include by clicking the OK button that provides the suggestion for what they should see, and then you can do the fine details of that and afterwards enable that the supplier can see that. Let's illustrate that in a demonstration. So we're going to go in as an external partner, we're going to log in and we're going to do a search. The search will illustrate to you that he currently cannot see the specific product called the external subassembly. I'll log back in as the internal design engineer, I'll find the external subassembly, I'll grant the special permissions, define the permission rules, and then open it up so that I can log back in as the external partner, now view it and find the product. Compared to the internal person that you'll see in a moment, his menu bar is reduced. If I go into the design section and I click on parts, if I do a search for a product called something with EXT, I'll have 0 items found. So he currently cannot see it. So if I log back out and take a login as the internal design engineer, you will first and foremost see that his menu bar, he has got more capabilities, and he can now go in and find the external subassembly and go through the process of granting the special permissions. So I'll search for EXT. You can see that there is an external partner subassembly. If I open it up, you can see what it consists of. There is a bill of material structure with a number of components. We've also got a single document included to it as well. So I go to the action menu and I define that I want to create a special permission set for the external partner subassembly. At a high level, it is stating what do you want as a suggestion that it should include. So just for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to exclude the documents. I'm pushing the OK button. What the system is now doing is that it is providing me with a suggestion for do you want him to be able to see all of these different parts. If I wanted to exclude one specific part, I could simply go in here and I could remove that specific part, that specific document from the special permission set. I will now give it a title, so EXT partner. What I've now done is that I've given it a name, I'll do a save. And now I need to define which people should actually be allowed to have these rights. So I go in and I pick the user base, because it might be from your partners, there's not just one user, there are multiple. So I've picked only this one external manufacturer, push the OK button, and then I define whether he can read or write. In this instance, he can do both. I've now saved it. I have prepared now the full permission set, but still, if you're going in as the external partner, he cannot see the design. The reason is that often clients, they are preparing these rights before the contract is done. So once the contract is signed, then you want to have a simplistic way of opening up all these special permissions. You do that simply by releasing them, pushing the OK button. Now you have released the full permission set. The advantage of that is also that should the partnership stop, you can also simply go in here and then you can revoke the entire set of permissions. So you grant them all in one go and you revoke them all in one go. So let's see if the system actually has worked. So I will now log back down, log in again as the external partner to see if I'm able to actually view this new structure. Log in as manufacturer, open my design section, look at the parts, do a search, and now I've got the access to be able to see my sub-assembly. If I open up the details, I will now have been granted the full product structure with all the parts that we've chosen to include, and as an illustration point we stated here that you are actually restricted not to see the documents. So in that way you will now have a very fast and efficient way of not having to send information to your supplier. You can actually, if you want to, allow him to come into ARAS. Instead of it always as a push mechanism, he can pull the information, and it makes companies a lot more efficient in their collaboration. Let's summarize. We logged in as the external partner. We did a search where he could not see the design. We logged in as the internal design engineer. We found our external sub-assembly. We granted the special permission set. We executed and defined the rules and opened it up. We logged back in as the external partner and saw that we could actually see the granted product now. This is an illustration of how you in a fast and efficient way can limit the barriers of the administrative effort you have to do working with external partners. This concludes this demonstration. Thank you for watching. More information to be found on Minerva or the ARAS website. Thank you for watching.